introduction to my first video. I'm trying to set up a YouTube channel. A good friend of mine has one, and I watch him all the time, and he's encouraged me to go ahead and start one up. So I said, okay, fine. So anyhow, this is my first attempt. Well, actually, my second. I tried it a year or so ago, and it was even worse than what you're going to watch today. So bear with me. We'll get better. With his advice, we'll get a lot better. So Andy, when you see this, let me know. I'm Ron. I have a garage in my backyard, a small workshop. It's a 30 by 60, which you'll see in the video. It's a mess. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to do the organization and that kind of stuff for the garage, and I'll show you everything that I have. I'm a machine repairman by trade. 50 years I've worked as a machine repairman. I just recently retired, so I've got a lot of free time on my hand. So anyhow, this is the very first chapter of Ron's 217 Garage. 217 is the address, the street address, so that's why I throw that in there, so it wouldn't get confused with other Ron's garages, which also there's about 4 of them that have channels too. So Ron's 217 Garage. So anyhow, I hope you like what the start is. I'll take any criticism, and I appreciate that. Like it, subscribe, stay with us, help me get better. I can't do this by myself. I'm going to need everybody that watches my videos to critique it and let me know what I've done wrong. Any ideas, let me know. So anyhow, let's go have some fun. I'll start rolling the first video and show you what I've got. I'll walk over here at the side and give you a side view, even though there is a bunch of stuff there piled up around it. There's the side view of the original 30-foot, which I'll go ahead and put new siding on. And back here is my big addition. You'll see that. So now we'll go on the inside, do some little explaining. I retired last year, and what I did, I brought everything home, and that's what the filing cabinet's out here. I gotta get rid of that. Brought everything home with me, and brought that trailer there. I had 5 loads of stuff to come home. It's 50 years of being a machine repairman for large corporations. So anyhow, I brought it all home, and I'm going through and sorting that kind of stuff out now. This is the original garage, the 30-foot. You can see I cut the center away because I had a car lift in here, and I decided to cut it away. That was before I added on the back part, and now that the back part's added on, I don't really need that, but that's something for another time we'll discuss. I'm about to show you a big mess, and this big mess is 6 trailer loads of stuff from which I brought home, toolboxes, everything, parts bins, everything. So, and here that is, and I'm going through that slow but sure and getting it put away. And on this side I have some shelving built, and behind this OSB board is a car, which we'll get into. It's a 63 Chevy 2 Nova. It's got 40,000 original miles on it. This is Christmas decorations. I'll show you where that's going to go here next. There's a lift that I have that I used when I put this new steel building up. We put it up, and then used the lift to wire it, put lights in and everything. I'm just now getting this all sorted out and getting it around to where I need it, and trying to work on a project for my daughter's wedding, which I finished. We just had the wedding this weekend, so I got a bunch of stuff here to throw away and get rid of. There's some more tools I brought home from work. Okay, so then I decided, well, I didn't want them type of toolboxes anymore. And I had a steel workbench, which I didn't want anymore. So I decided I wanted to do something different. So I went out to Harbor Freight, and I bought 2 of these Yukons, and then I bought 2 of these US Generals. All right, and I built supports for them to get them off the floor, and try to even the tops up. And after I did that, I laid 2x4s which I don't think you can see in there. Anyhow, there's 2x4s laying on top of all the boxes, laying long ways on the top of the boxes. And then at the joints, I got 2x4s running sideways, so it's very, very sturdy. And then I covered it with 3/4 inch plywood and rounded the top, protected the edge with a piece of aluminum angle. And then after I painted it, put 5 coats of paint on it, porch paint. I put a 6-foot ruler on it, sticker made by U.S. Tape Company, which I bought from McMaster Car, which is a great place to buy odds and ends. Anyhow, the 2 Yukons I put at the ends here and down there, and then the 2 U.S. Generals I put on in the centers. I'm in the process of sorting and getting everything sorted around and putting stuff away. As you can see, we'll do a toolbox tour later on, but I've just started getting stuff poured. Put away my drives. This is 1/2 inch drive, and then I got 3/8 drive, and then 1/4 inch drive, and right on down through. Just now started on my sockets, getting my sockets all arranged. They're not quite arranged yet. Pipe wrenches, I have a big assortment of pipe wrenches and crescent wrenches. Everything from a 24-inch crescent to 2 small crescents, which I have a big drawer of crescents here, which everybody ought to have a crescent. I mean, you know. But I've got like vice grips, just now getting them. Electrical tools, air ratchets, drills, grinders, air tools, that kind of stuff. Nut drivers, Allen wrenches, get my Allen wrenches going, tin snips, you get the idea. Once I get it done, we'll do a toolbox tour. On top, this toolbox is very special to me. This belonged to my father-in-law. He passed away about 2 years ago, and this was his, and his name's on the box, Jones, and I got it, bought it at the auction. We had an auction for my mother-in-law, and I bought it, and I'm just going to put little odds and ends in this one, nothing really special, my writing stuff and that kind of stuff. And then down here, there's another box that I bought. Machinist box, in which I have all kinds of machinist tools to put in there, but we'll get into that later. So anyhow, this video is going to be about me in this workshop, about me organizing it, how I'm going to organize it. I'll be asking ideas. I've got a bunch of stuff I'm going to give away. I'm going to do tool reviews, and we're going to do projects. We're going to do everything. Right now I'm working on I've got this insulated, and I'm working on getting the OSB and plywood up on the walls up to the 12-foot mark, and then I will work on that, getting that section there, getting it and everything insulated. I have a pellet stove over there that'll heat everything. Yes, this is a 4-post bin pack lift that I bought new, and with the rolling bridge crane, air over hydraulic jack to lift things up. A great thing. I use it as a workbench, as you can tell. But anyhow, once we get this series up and running, I hope to have a lot of ideas. I want you guys to help participate. I want to know what your ideas are. This is basically my shop, my little workshop. Yes, I do have a TV, a 65-inch flat screen. Yes, I do have internet access, which that makes that a smart screen. Yes, I have a lot of different tools. I have presses. I have you name it, and I probably got one of everything. I have welders, cutting torches, everything. I don't have a plasma cutter yet. I'm buying one of those, and then that should fix me out on the metal. I'd like to buy a brake. I could break 14 gauge with. I'm looking at buying that. So anyhow, that's the series. That's what we're going to do. And I just want to welcome you to the Seaville Garage. It's just a little garage in a little town in Ohio. Like I said, I am a machine repairman, 40 years by trade. I have owned a couple businesses. I owned, back in the 70s and 80s, I owned a video business, video games, pinball machines, jukeboxes, that kind of thing. Very successful. As time went on, I sold the business and moved on to other things. So anyhow, this is my mess, and it's not going to be a mess like this for long. And thank you very much. And I'll just click it over here real quick. Let you know, yes, there you go. Hi. Yep, I'm a real person. Also, there is a channel on YouTube, which I recommend. A funny guy, very knowledgeable. His name is Andy Adams. He has a workshop up in New York. He's very down to earth. He says it just the damn way it needs to be said. I mean, so with that, we'll go back to the mess, and I'll talk to you guys later. I plan to make 1 to 2 videos a week, maybe more. Andy has 1,000 of them on there, so you need to go to Andy's Garage. That's his YouTube channel. And I suggest subscribe and like, and the same for me, if you would, please. Like I said, I'm going to run some reviews, and usually after the reviews, whatever I test or whatever, I plan on giving the majority of it away, because I've got one of everything already, and I kind of like what I have. So we'll go from there, and I want everybody to be safe out there. You walk through that garage door, your shop door, with 10 fingers, 10 toes, and I want you to walk out with 10 fingers, 10 toes. So until the next time, keep waving and keep smiling. Thank you.